Before humans dominated the planet, Earth was a world of monsters. Predators of unimaginable size and strength roamed the land, sea, and sky. They were real and absolutely terrifying. Even though their bones have turned into stone, their stories still linger in the world they once ruled. From saber-toothed hunters to giant eagles and serpents that could crush a crocodile, these are 5 of the most dangerous animals that are now extinct. So let's travel back in time to meet Earth's most fearsome ghosts. First up, Smilodon, the saber-toothed predator. Mammoths roam the frozen plains. Bison move in vast herds. And lurking in the shadows is one of the deadliest hunters to ever walk the earth. Smilodon, better known as the saber-toothed cat. Now, despite the name, Smilodon wasn't much like a modern lion or tiger. It was more compact, with incredibly powerful forelimbs, a short tail, and jaws armed with 2 massive canine teeth, each up to 8 inches long. These weren't just for looks. They were sharp, curved blades meant for taking down prey. Smilodon did not run far to catch its meal. It was an ambush predator, relying on stealth, strength, and perfect timing. When the moment came, it would leap from cover, latch onto its victim, and drive those saber teeth into soft flesh: the neck, the belly, the throat. It hunted giant ground sloths, bison, and even young mammoths. Nothing on the plains was truly safe. But like many apex predators, Smilodon's reign was fragile. Around 10,000 years ago, as the Ice Age ended, the great herbivores it depended on began to disappear. Humans arrived soon after, armed with tools and fire competition Smilodon had never faced before. Within a few thousand years, the saber-tooth vanished. Yet, fossils from the Labrie tar pits in California tell a vivid story. Hundreds of Smilodon skeletons trapped in sticky asphalt, lured there by the cries of dying prey. It's almost poetic. The hunter becoming the hunted, drawn by instinct into its own grave. Smilodon may be long gone, but its fierce image, sharp fangs, and powerful muscles still captures our imagination as a symbol of raw strength. Next, we journey back 58 million years to a time that hid a true nightmare in the tropics of South America. A serpent so massive, so powerful, that it could strangle anything in its path. Titanoboa was a gigantic snake, reaching nearly 43 feet and weighing over 2,000 pounds. That's longer than a school bus and heavier than a small car. Titanoboa lived in the swamps of what is now Colombia. There, it hunted giant fish, crocodiles, and turtles, coiling around them, crushing them with the force of an industrial press and swallowing them whole. It didn't need venom. Its body was its weapon. Titanoboa lived in a world way hotter than ours today. Scientists think its huge size came from the warm, oxygen-rich Paleocene climate. When Earth began to cool, the snake's reign ended. The jungles shrank, the climate changed, and Titanoboa disappeared. But the discovery of its fossils in 2009 shook the scientific world. It proved that our planet once supported predators far more extreme than we ever imagined. Even now, deep in the Amazon, tailies circulate of monstrous snakes that drag livestock into rivers and vanish beneath the murky water. Perhaps they're myths, or perhaps they're memories, passed down from a time when Titanoboa ruled the jungle. Let's move forward to 45 million years ago, to the deserts of what is now Mongolia. Here walked a creature unlike anything alive today. Its name was Andrewsarchus mongoliensis, and for decades, it puzzled scientists. It's famous for its massive skull, nearly 3 feet long, found in the 1920s. From that skull, we can infer the rest. A body about the size of a horse, thick-limbed and muscular, with a head built for crushing bone. Andrewsarchus likely weighed close to 2,200 pounds. It may have looked like a terrifying cross between a wolf and a boar, with jaws capable of breaking bone with ease. Though its exact diet is still debated, it was almost certainly an omnivore, feeding on meat, carcasses, and anything else it could find. Some scientists believe it prowled coastlines, scavenging the remains of sea creatures washed ashore. Others think it was an active hunter. Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain: Andrewsarchus was no gentle giant. It lived in a harsh, post-dinosaur world, where only the most adaptable survived. And then, it vanished. Perhaps climate change, competition, or the arrival of new predators sealed its fate. Even today, with so little evidence, Andrewsarchus remains a mystery. A skull without a body, a beast that might have been the largest land predator of its time, and yet left almost no trace behind. Sometimes, the most dangerous creatures are the ones we still don't fully understand. Now for a predator that stalked our ancestors not too long ago, let's go to New Zealand. Less than 1,000 years ago, the islands were untouched, isolated, and filled with strange creatures. Among them was a predator so powerful it could kill a man with a single strike. Haast's eagle, or Hieratus morai, was the largest eagle ever known. Picture a bird soaring through the skies of New Zealand, with a wingspan nearly 10 feet wide and claws like a tiger. Its main prey was the moa, a giant, flightless bird that could weigh up to 440 pounds. Haast's eagle would swoop down at speeds of 50 miles per hour, driving its talons deep into the moa's back and severing its spine in seconds. Everything changed when humans arrived around the year 1200. They hunted the moa to extinction, and without its main food source, the eagle's fate was sealed. Within just a few centuries, Haast's eagle was gone. Yet, a few legends tell of the pauakai, a monstrous bird said to carry humans into the sky. For years, these stories were dismissed as myth, until scientists realized they matched Haast's eagle perfectly. It's chilling to think that this bird lived so recently that early humans might have looked up and seen its shadow passing overhead. Today, the forests of New Zealand are silent, but once they echoed with the cries of a hunter from the clouds. Finally, we head to Australia's ancient wilderness, home to creatures unlike anywhere else on Earth. One of them was a killer like no other, the marsupial lion. Now, this wasn't a true lion at all. It was a member of the marsupial family, related to wombats and kangaroos. Yet it was one of the most formidable predators to ever evolve. It was about the size of a leopard, but way stronger. Its powerful forearms had retractable claws, perfect for climbing and catching prey. Its front teeth were enormous, slicing blades capable of cutting through flesh and bone. Pound for pound, its bite force actually was the strongest of any known mammal. It hunted giant kangaroos and prehistoric wombats, and evidence suggests it may have even ambushed early humans who arrived in Australia tens of thousands of years ago. Cave paintings from indigenous Australian sites may even depict the marsupial lion, a large, fierce animal unlike any species living today. To the people who first saw it, this marsupial lion must have seemed almost supernatural. But around 40,000 years ago, it disappeared, likely due to a change in climate and human activity. Still, stories of strange creatures in the outback persist. Shadows moving at night, claw marks on cave walls. Maybe it's just our imagination, or maybe its ghost still prowls the Australian bush. Extinction doesn't erase power, it just buries it beneath time. Smilodon ruled the Ice Age plains. Titanoboa stalked the jungle rivers. Andrewsarchus haunted the ancient deserts. Haast's eagle owned the skies, and Thylacoleo stalked the shadows of the forest. Each of them was a masterpiece of evolution, a perfect predator in a brutal world. But even the strongest cannot escape the march of time. They're gone now, yet every fossil, every myth, every whisper in the dark reminds a surf. Never forgets its monsters. And maybe, somewhere deep beneath the earth, or far beneath the sea, some still wait to be rediscovered. If you enjoyed this journey into Earth's prehistoric past, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because our planet's history is full of predators we should never forget. Thanks for watching.